Hello everyone, today I'm going to be showing how to make a website that is coded in HTML and CSS and how to get it hosted for free. So one requirement, at least to do it the way I'm doing it, is to have a GitHub account and to know how to use GitHub in general, the basics. And maybe there's other ways to host it for free, but this is a way to host a simple HTML CSS built website. So what you do is create a new repository, name it whatever suits your needs. So I'll just call it website 2 for me. And then you can add a README file, it's optional. I'll just do that. Nah, never mind. Whatever. And create the repository. Okay. So once you have that created, I'll copy the link. So we're going to clone this. Go to the terminal and folder. I'm going to go to the folder that you want the folder with the project to be in. So I put all my HTML projects under HTML projects. So I want to be under that folder. And open up the terminal. I'm going to type in git clone that link, git clone the link that I just copied, and hit enter. Now that the repository name shows up as a folder, so I'm going to go into that folder. Okay. So now we have it here. Okay. So now that it's set up, I open up the terminal, because we'll need that later. Alright, so now we can go to a website where we can get our template. And most, what the common practice is nowadays, at least from what I've read, is that people use templates nowadays. Coding from scratch, not too necessary when there's a lot of templates that look cool out there. So you can just grab one from HTML5 up. I heard you can do that from Bootstrap too, a website called Bootstrap. I haven't used that though, so I'm more familiar with this. So let's just say you pick one you like. Okay, I'll say I like Massively. I'll download it here. Then wait for it to pop up. Okay. What I'm going to do, click on whatever's downloaded. And then hit extract all so I can decompress everything. And what I want to do is put that code into the folder that I was just in, right? The one that's named after my repository, website 2. So do that here. Wait for that to extract everything. Okay. And I'll go back to terminal. Now you see all these folders, or all these files and folders pop up. So what I'm going to do is git add dot, and dot it just means the current directory, everything that's in there. Then I'm going to commit and say that I added the initial files. And push it to the repository. And I suggest using VS Code because there's an extension called Live Server? Live Server. I would recommend downloading that extension so that when you go here, you can right click on that main HTML file, typically named index.html, and open Live Server, and you can see the website change while you're changing the code. So here you'll notice say this is Massively, but I'm going to change it to say this is Eric Raises. Alright, so I made that change there, and now it's going to change, and there you go. You can make changes as you need, maybe even restructure this if you want. ChatGPT is very helpful since HTML is a simpler structure-based problem. Well, that's how I'm phrasing it. You know, if you want ChatGPT to generate you something that looks like a timeline, I might be able to do that. Just be careful with spacing because on different screens, like on a smaller screen, something may look spaced well, but on a bigger screen, it actually might look worse. So be careful with that. Okay, so now we have that. You can work on this as much as you want in the HTML, but to host it, we're going to go to the settings of that project. Then we're going to go to pages here. And okay, so here you see build and deployment. I'm going to go to branch, and I hit main, assuming that's where you're pushing all your changes. That's what the default will be. So I just hit main anyways, unless you're using a different branch, whatever, and then you have to hit save. Okay, but I already have a website that is hosted. Oh, okay, so now this is going to be my website. They say that you're deploying from your main branch, then you will go here, right? And what GitHub will do for you is launch it from this domain, right? Your username.github.io. Well, I'll just type it in, right? And then it will be / the project name. Yeah, I didn't know where to copy. I couldn't find where to copy the whole thing. That's what it would be. And I was already on it, but here you go. It's massively, right? So what you would do to have that change show up is you would have to get add commit push, and that might take some time. Let's see. Next HTML. Get commit. I'll say add a name. Yeah. And get push. And I'll exit out of this and try to let it reload again. Okay, so why it's not loading right now is because GitHub is still processing it in a way. But that is how you create HTML CSS website, get it hosted, so that anyone can click on the link and go onto it. You can also follow some search engine optimization techniques from Google to make sure it appears in the Google search when people search your name or whatever may be relevant to that page.